Hey everybody, it's me, Amelia. Welcome back to my channel, Millennial and Menopause. Today, I am going to be starting off the series Body Acceptance Post Hysterectomy. And I would first like to thank one of my followers on Instagram, and I believe she's a YouTube subscriber as well. Thank you so much, Linda, for the suggestion for this topic. And I hope you guys enjoy what I am going to discuss in these segments. If you've been watching me and following me on my channel and also on Instagram, you all know that there are various types of hysterectomies. So some of this information may not really apply. So it's post-hysterectomy, but mainly for women who have been going through surgical menopause. So that's if you've had the removal of your ovaries, if you've had or a radical hysterectomy, which included your uterus, then this very much so applies to you. But please do not stop watching, because I believe anyone can actually use these tips that I'm discussing, and also can help you to devise any plan that you have as it pertains to your body, and even making yourself feeling comfortable with who you are, the skin you're in, the body you're in, as you are going through life's journey. Because at some point you're going to hit menopause. Our bodies are changing naturally anyway as we get older. So please stay tuned for more information. I'm sure this is going to help anyone who is dealing with some sort of body image issues. I have been experiencing surgical menopause for about 7 years now, and it has been a very dramatic journey. It has been really kind of weird as well, because I had my hysterectomy at 33, and I just didn't know what to really expect from the surgery after having my hysterectomy. I didn't really understand menopause, and so I didn't really know what was happening to my body. I had no clue that my body was going to immediately change right after surgery. And so it was a little bit taxing for me emotionally and mentally. And so I wasn't prepared for what I was going to experience. And so because I wasn't prepared, I don't think that I treated my body accordingly. But at the same time, how much of it could I have controlled, So it's like one of those things where I had to take off, just kind of like not be so hard on myself when it came to the responsibility, being responsible, because honestly, I had surgery. And for many of you watching, you've had surgery, you've had a hysterectomy, and it was due to some other issue that you were dealing with. For me, endometriosis. For others, it could have been fibroids, cancer, or a plethora of many different reproductive health challenges. So one thing I definitely want to tell you is not to be so hard on yourself, because this is a lifelong journey that we are on. And so now we have to take matters into our own hands and just work with what we're working with. So the first thing that I want to discuss as it pertains to body acceptance, and I'm going to start here first because I believe it's one of those general things that women, we all deal with, and we all have this issue with, and that's weight. And so the first thing, I won't say the first thing we notice, but after about a year or so after post-hysterectomy, I believe we start seeing those changes in our body when it comes to the weight. Also, along with weight, I want to talk about joints, because they kind of go hand in hand. As we gain weight, our joints begin to, be a little creaky. They start acting up, because it's like your body has all of this weight, and all the weight that you've gained is putting pressure on joints. And so then you have joint issues, which is also a symptom or a causation from having your hysterectomy. So here are 5 tips that I want you to take into consideration when thinking about your weight, with weight gain and also with joint pain or joint management. So the first tip is to see your doctor. So it could be your primary care or either your gyno regarding this, but more than likely it'll be your primary care doctor. And so what you want to do is to get your blood work done and to check your numbers. So your numbers would include your blood pressure, your cholesterol, your BMI, which is your body mass index, and also your weight. This will help you, this helps in the process of what's happening with your body. Is your weight affecting your blood pressure? Is your cholesterol high? And also your body mass index. That plays a role in your heart, your lungs, and anything internal as well. And it can affect and what it's affecting in your body. So you definitely want to rule out other issues, and one of those issues could be thyroid issues. So a lot of women who are dealing with weight gain or excessive weight gain, like that's abrupt, a lot of times may have thyroid issues as well. So definitely you want to rule that out as you're starting this journey regarding your weight. You want to get your hormone levels checked because, as you know, those of us who are dealing with surgical menopause, you want to check your hormones to see where you are. Yes, we're kind of depleted, but maybe there's something that can be done. Primarily, it would be hormone replacement therapy or either bioidentical hormone replacement therapy, and these are things that you could talk to your doctor about, which will help you to regulate your body and actually even help you with your weight loss process. But again, that's something you want to talk to about your doctor. Those of you who are not experiencing surgical menopause, it is still very important for you to check your hormone levels because there could be a plethora of things going on. If you still have your period and it's kind of abnormal, these are things you kind of want to check out to see if you have any deficiencies or anything happening with your body. Bone density tests are very important for women who've had hysterectomies and who are in menopause because menopause can cause osteoporosis or lead to osteoporosis, and that is the degeneration of your bones, so bone loss. This also can happen with your teeth as well as bones in your body. So definitely get that stuff checked out. So if you're feeling any crinks or, joint issues, pain, your knees in any particular areas, please keep track of that. If you've been exercising, it may just be because you've been exercising a lot, but most definitely if it's happening abnormally, if it's happening too often and it just doesn't feel right, please go see your doctor to get this stuff checked out. The second tip is have a support system in place. Ladies, I feel like we have a tendency of keeping things to ourselves a lot of times, and I know it can be a little bit taxing. You kind of don't know really how to express your feelings or what's happening to your body to other people. And as for me, after experiencing endometriosis, I get it because I felt like I was on an island of my own. I tried to explain to people and they just didn't understand what I was feeling. But I'll say it's only because I really didn't know what I was dealing with. I could express what my pain was. I could say what my pain was, what I was feeling, but I couldn't help people to understand I had an issue until I was diagnosed and it was given a name. Does that mean, or is that an excuse that people couldn't have had a little bit of empathy? No, it isn't, but typically that's kind of how it is. You kind of start regressing or keeping it all inside because you don't want to go through that again. You don't want to go through having to try to explain to people what's happening, and you have people who say, well, just take an Advil, you'll be okay. Use some, when it comes to your joints, they're like, oh, we'll just use some Bengay or something like that. But definitely have a support system that you trust, people that that know you very well, people that are supportive to you. Um, Join communities like on Instagram and Facebook, my own, and there's plethora of other women out there speaking about menopause and the implications and surgical menopause and everything else. So join communities where you can find people who are experiencing the things you are, that are providing information, good, detailed information for you, that will help you along with your journey. Because if you don't have a support system, I mean, it can feel like you're alone, and it can feel like you're kind of drowning. And a lot of times, too, they will help you. Having that support system helps you to want to speak up at the doctor. It even helps you to process information differently. You may have a friend that's able to go with you to your doctor's appointments, and there'll be stuff that you forget, or even stuff that you don't even remember hearing from the doctor, and they can help with that as well. If you have a spouse, please take your husband with you, or talk to him about what's happening with your body, how you are, what you're feeling, all of this stuff. Like, so it's very important, once again, very important to have a support system in place. Now, your third tip is to develop a plan. So once you've seen the doctor, I hope you have your support system in place. But once you see your doctor, they're able to give you more information. Again, you'll have your numbers, they'll rule out some things, and maybe your doctor even has like a weight loss system plan. Now, I don't know. I know, like, I've been in like gynecologist's office. I've been in primary care doctors, and they have like these supplements, or they may have like a weight loss plan for you to go on. It's like a separate thing from your regular doctor's visit, right? So I really would encourage you to talk to them about whatever plan that they have. If they have some type of detox system or anything like that to help you jumpstart this journey or your weight loss journey. One, you're going to have to how you're going to devise your plan is you're really going to think about how much weight you need to lose. So depending on what your weight is, your height, it will determine what your BMI should be. Also, depending on what your blood pressure is and your cholesterol, you're gonna have to. That will let you know what things you have to rule out, meaning like you have to cut out rather. So like sugars, that's a big thing anyway. So like sugars, salts, what else? Oils, fatty foods, and things like that to help you start this journey. So then you're gonna have to create a whole new grocery list. So you're gonna have to shop a little bit different. There might be supplements that you can take to help with your joints. I know, like calcium, potassium, vitamin D is very important for us as we are going through this menopausal journey, y'all. Those are supplements that are very important during this time. And while you're doing this, as you're developing your plan, keep a journal. Keep a journal of what's happening with you. It's very important for you to track what's going on with you. You can track your weight, you can track your blood pressure, you can track all of that, but also track how you're feeling emotionally. I always keep a journal. I literally just about have, I don't know, I think right now I have about 4 journals. They're all different. I have my journal for entrepreneurship. I have a general journal. Then I have a journal that I write. Um, it's like my spiritual journal. So it's like my journal directly to God. Like I talk to God through my journal. It's maybe scriptures that I find that are positive and that I can meditate on, or that affirm me, or affirmations that I even write in that journal. So there's that. And also there's like I have a weight plan journal. This is what I ate today. This is how I'm trying to, this is what's happening to me today. This may have triggered me to eat a bowl of ice cream Okay, a pint of ice cream. Let's be real. This is what triggered me to eat a pint of ice cream. This is how I was feeling. How could I have changed that feeling? Track what's happening with you. This could be something as well that can be helpful to your doctor. It could be helpful to a therapist, a nutritionist, but devise your plan, track what you're doing, look into supplements that you need to take. So you're going to talk to your doctor about that and prepare your pantry for the new groceries that you're going to have to bring into your home. The fourth tip is to be consistent, but don't be obsessive. So I know that when we get started with something, we go into this like, I'm going to do this. This is it. This is it. This is it. Right? And then after a while, you start falling off. You're not waking up in the morning anymore. It's like, not today. I'm going to do it again tomorrow. Or you're like, I'm not cooking. I'm just going to eat out. But when I eat out, I'll get a salad when I eat out. When you're trying to be consistently eating at home or cooking your own meals, it can be taxing. It can be rough. It can. But being consistent is very important. There's days, though, that you will kind of, I don't want to say fall off, and I don't want to say cheat either. I don't want to use those terms. I would say these are just days where it's okay. Like, you just have a moment and you just decide to veer off a little bit. And the thing about weight loss, you have to devise something that's going to work for you. And with that, don't become obsessive over what you're eating or how you're doing your exercise, because the whole thing about it is you want to be healthy. You're looking to be healthy. When you become obsessive about things, you tend to be a little reckless with how or what you're doing. So it leads to over exercising, under eating. It can lead to body dysmorphia or being obsessive or eating disorders, and that's not what I'm sure you're trying to do, or we are trying to the path that you're trying to take. The path that you're trying to take is to be healthy, to feel good, in order to do the things that you want to do in your life, to be around for your family, for your children if you have kids, to enjoy the things that you used to enjoy if you're not enjoying them now, to fit in clothing that you used to fit in but you're not fitting in now. And I don't mean used to as in high school, I mean used to as in maybe a year ago. Like, you gained significant amount where now you no longer fit in the clothes you used to last year. And so what you're trying to do is be healthy. And so be consistent, but don't be obsessive about what you're doing. Losing weight, or just a weight loss or weight maintenance, or whatever you want to call it. This is about taking care of yourself and taking care of your health. So the fifth and last thing that tip for you is don't be hard on yourself. And this goes right into what I just spoke about. Don't be hard on yourself. Don't start comparing yourself to anyone. Don't beat yourself up because you had a bad day. If you had a bad day, you had a bad day. If, like I said, if you decided you gonna have a pint of ice cream, I'm not gonna judge you for that, because I've been there. Don't have negative self-talk. Don't be negative towards yourself. Always speak positive to yourself. Definitely keep some notes around your mirror, around your workstation, in your car, in your phone, that is speaking something positive to yourself, just a note to yourself that says, hey Amelia, you doing a good job, girl. Hey Amelia, you know, you look good today. You really look good today. Hey Amelia, I'm so proud of the journey that you're on. You have been through so much. I'm proud of you. Notes to yourself. Don't go and start going on Instagram looking at other people and what they are, where they're at now, because I know it can get social media can get a little, it's positive, but at the same time, it could get a little bit um, either depressive, or you could even become obsessed with individuals who are on there, who are sharing their weight loss journeys, or who are already fit and they show themselves in the gym and stuff like that, but you don't know where they came from. Obviously a lot of people have been through something as to why they are so into fitness. Some have had their own weight loss journeys. Maybe it's something for them, for their mental health, and it's just helping them to improve, and they want to help you improve as well. So don't become obsessed with people on social media. Just enjoy the ride, enjoy the process and the journey that you're on. So that's it for this episode. Don't forget your 5 tips. 1, see your primary care doctor. 2, have a support system in place. 3, develop a plan. 4, be consistent, but don't be obsessive. And 5, don't be hard on yourself. I can't wait to hear from you, to know how your journey is going. Listen, surgical menopause life, being a woman, getting older, it is something else, okay, ladies? We have such a journey that we are going on. And I don't think that this journey should be something that we should be sad about, or that we should, be overly obsessed about. I think we should live freely. I think that we should be happy, and we should be proud of what we've accomplished, what we have, how we have gone through things, and where we are right now. So if you haven't done so already, just take that time to think about where you were, a few years ago, or prior to your hysterectomy. You came through so many obstacles, gone to so many doctors, had to get all types of tests done, and then all of a sudden you had this hysterectomy. Yeah, it was emotional. Yeah, it was something that was just not expected for most of us. And but at the same time, you're still here. And yet again, we have yet another hurdle to overcome, and that's these menopausal symptoms. But guys, you are not alone. You are not alone. I am here, as well as so many other women who are out there expressing or sharing their journeys with surgical menopause, sharing their journeys about menopause and life. And join a community if you're not a part yet. If you're not a part of my community, go ahead and follow me on Instagram at Millennial Menopause. Check out my website, millennialandmenopause.com. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Click the notification bell to know when I post a new video. This is going to be a series, so look out for part 2. That is coming, because I want to help you to be comfortable and okay with your body, because we have to accept these bodies that we're in and take care of them. We're only given one, and so we got to take care of our bodies. So ladies, until next time, be blessed, bold, and beautiful. Bye.